And if there was any kind of other female influence in their life, they don't have any power over them anymore. It's completely gone. I feel like this person has finally woken up to seeing this other people in their life clearly, where they saw that it's really not bringing them anything. They keep pouring into people who just take. And again, it could be people, it could be jobs. Hello, Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing express love reading. So watch this with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Just a quick announcement. I am taking private readings for now. I'm going to be gone for, I don't know how long. Starting pretty much end of the month, early August. And basically, if you need to book something, do it like right now. And yeah, because then I'm not sure. So let's jump right in. Don't have much time. Really, actually have a session starting. So let's go right into this. There were a bunch of messages I wanted to share. Let's see if they come through. Because I want this to be a little bit more up to the point. Let's see, what is something Scorpios are dealing with now? So we are going to start looking into August already a little bit. We start August with the full moon in the sign of Aquarius. I feel like this is going to be the full moon for a lot of people that's going to allow them to cut ties with something very abruptly. I was hearing somebody I think on YouTube for one of the astrologers was using a term Irish exit. I don't know if it's like correct. Yeah, I guess like it's something where you just leave behind something abruptly without any explanation, because I feel like you've been trying to explain yourself. And again, it could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with. Applies this as it resonates, because I know there's a bunch of you guys watching this. Some of you are even cross watchers watching this for a Scorpio you're dealing with. So apply this as it resonates. But I'm just seeing that there's some kind of situation where there's an abrupt ending. And especially looking at how this full moon in Aquarius is going to be, basically we're going to have a new moon of Leo, I believe on when, August 16 or something, 2 weeks later, which is going to be joined by Black Moon Lilith, and which is going to be squared Uranus and Taurus. I just feel like all this energy that's been building up already for a very long time, especially starting the summer, where there's been maybe a lot of changes, reevaluation, drama, and Venus is going to be retrograde now. It's like it's all basically showtime. So whatever's been brewing, there's going to be very extreme, very sudden changes. So the nodes are going to be still exactly squaring too. And yeah, basically prepare yourself to prepare yourself. But again, like I said before, you guys have the upper hand, especially if you're watching my channel. But yeah, let's see. We have here new supportive connection. So decide what you want. Do you want to start a new creative project? Do you want to start a new relationship? There's a sense of new. A lot of us in the next, I want to say, I don't know, 5 months, but I think it's going to be like right now for a lot of people. A lot of us are going to completely change their life by the time this year ends. And when I say change your life, I don't mean just one aspect of your life. We're going to see crazy stuff happening in people's life where they might live a career of like 10, 20, whatever, 30 years to suddenly pursue something else. Because they don't want to be governed by what's popular, what's commercially successful necessarily, what's making money. But they will want to do, like, it's like the trumpets of your soul are now louder than ever, and it almost feels like you have no choice, but you have to pursue what you don't have to pursue. Because see, the thing is, like, there's no more time. There's something here also about it's just the energy I'm seeing in the world. There is no more time. We will see a lot of, like, especially with North Node in Aries, we will see a lot of action started being taken on different issues that we see in the world in general. But this is more like a global prediction. A lot of things will happen faster, like a lot of things that we were kind of expecting to happen in the world in the past few years. Again, don't want to say bad things necessarily, but kind of like good, bad, whatever you make it, I guess. We will see that actually energy coming into fruition fast. Whatever we've been waiting for happening is going to all start happening. Like everything is happening right now. And there's a sense here too that like whatever age you are, I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, whatever, if not now, then when, right? You're not going to get younger. And actually, like according to even some spiritual teachings, the negative side, if you believe in such thing, trick is not necessarily to do us anything or not do us anything. its main kind of purpose is to take our time away. So like if we allow ourselves to procrastinate, hello fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, if you allow yourself to procrastinate, if you don't take action on what you know needs to be taken action now, it's never going to get sooner. Like it's never going to get easier. It's like the more you wait, you know, like Madonna's song, the more that you wait, the more time that you wait. What was it, Jump from Confessions on the Dazzler album? It's because it keeps stealing your energy, it keeps stealing your energy, it keeps stealing your energy. And you just like, you know that you need to, let's just say, quit that job. And you're like, oh, but I don't know, maybe in a month, maybe in a year. No, it's like, again, I'm not telling anyone to quit their jobs. But if you've been feeling that, there is no more time. Like literally we will see again something I think pretty intense happening just in general in the world. And if we don't align, like, you know, kind of like pre-2020, a lot of astrologers, even tarot readers have been telling you, align yourself with the right people now before the great conjunction of Saturn and Pluto. Align yourself, like, you know, be in the right place so that you don't get stuck somewhere you don't want to be. Again, nobody's getting stuck anywhere, but I'm just saying, like, you cannot, like, we cannot afford to procrastinate anything. We got to do what we know we need to do right now. It doesn't need to make sense to anyone. You just have to follow your soul and know that whatever it is, you're going to do the right thing. And basically, also what I was going to say with this, yeah, so if you've known for a long time, it's time to quit that old project because it's just, it might be financially successful. We all do. Like, again, that's a trick of the matrix, right? Sometimes it seems like we have it all. We have the job that pays so much, you know, almost like easy and effortless way. And all we have like an easy life figured out for us, but we aren't happy. We are dying there every day, and it's not the way to live. Sometimes it's like, I remember actually even myself, like when I just moved to the US, I had like no money. I was like starving all the time, like literally very unstable situation, living situation, a lot of instability. But I remember because I was doing what I believed was the right thing for me, for my soul, no matter what, like I felt the happiest. I actually remember those days when I just moved to the US and literally like, you know, I like literally did not have to eat some days, you know, like, which, you know, was very skinny in a good shape, but like whatever, you know, like look at the bright side, right? But I remember I was so happy because I just knew my soul was in alignment. I knew that like my parents were telling me, oh no, wait, finish your bachelor's like in my home country and then go for master's after you get married. And I was like, no, I definitely know it's not gonna get better or easier later. And so basically, long story short, I kind of ran away from home actually at like, well, run away, it's not necessarily the best way to describe it. Yeah, sort of like I just left and didn't come back, you know, pretty much when I was 19 years old. And again, everyone was furious, everyone was angry, everyone was telling me like, what the heck are you doing? You know, like you don't have money. My parents were like, they thought that if they're not going to send me any money, that's going to make me learn my lesson very fast and I'm going to come back fast. But no, I was like, whatever, no money, I'm just gonna, you know, like figure it out. And I did, and I was so happy. My life was uncomfortable, but I was very happy because once again I was pursuing freedom, I was pursuing my truth. And sometimes that's all that matters. Sometimes when we choose comfortable paths where it's all calculated and everyone supports it and everyone is telling us what to do, it might seem easier, but we are dying like that every day. That's not the way to live. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is going to be a bold movement forward where you choose new projects, you choose new people maybe, you choose to walk away from comforts and whatever. And yeah, it's like in life, it doesn't necessarily always seem easy. It is whatever you say it is. You can make any situation easy and work for you. But the only thing we have to be very careful with is to not let anything or anyone waste our time. That's number one, because again, like the time I feel like for a lot of you have come now. You always wanted to start a business, do it now. You always wanted to, like, you know, it's time to leave certain relationship behind, but you're scared because, well, you have this and this and that with that, and how will the money be divided and this and doesn't matter. You will figure out, you will be given help. And you know, by the way, my story, right, when I moved, I was 19, I had no money, like I met all the right people at the right time. There were miraculous things happening to me all the time when I was not afraid. I literally got like a scholarship at the university. Like different things happened to me aligned in such perfect way that like basically it was like miracles, because when we follow our soul and what we are meant here to do, there is no obstacles. Everything somehow transfigures, reshapes itself. So basically this is your sign. It's like it is time for you to start something new. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. It's always like between you and your own higher self. And you either allow that relationship to be the most important, also relationship with your soulmate, right? Your higher self and your soulmate, because your soulmate is part of you too. Or you allow everything else interfere and you basically just waste this life pretty much. Okay. And yeah, like be optimistic that the best is still ahead of you. What you're leaving behind is going to look so insignificant compared to, you know, like kind of like what you are about to see in your life. We are holding on sometimes, right, to so little because we're scared to let go. While in reality, if we only let go of that thing, we are going to see tenfold, you know, of miracles and everything else. We have here the loving woman, so somebody here has a lot of love. If you're a masculine Scorpio, you might be dealing with somebody who is very loving, very supportive. We also have here deception, we have here transformation, hidden motivations, and also you will start seeing, I feel like, very clearly who are the people in your life who have your best interests and who are the people who maybe do not have the best interests. Again, you don't have to give anybody this, you know, free will to mistreat you or anything. You can make everyone show up the way you want them to. But I'm just seeing there's going to be transformation. You will see how like some people you were working with maybe, or some people you even maybe considered close to you, actually, again, they don't have to do it on purpose. Like sometimes people do things to keep us, I think, kind of sort of stuck somewhere, not even because that their intention is bad for us. Like, you know, like when my parents were saying to me, like, oh no, stay for another 5 years and then go for your master's and stuff. They didn't have bad intentions. They didn't want to hurt me, right? But I knew that if I was going to stay there even like a year more, I was just going to be done and I was probably not going to be even in this world anymore because I couldn't. Like my soul was telling me to do something else. So sometimes people around us, they don't necessarily have the worst of intentions, or they don't even necessarily understand what they're doing. It's kind of like, to go back, I'm trying to stop going back to the Matrix movie, but you know how, right? People who are not ready to be unplugged yet, they are the agents of the Matrix without realizing that. Like anybody can be that. And they could be these people who tell you something, maybe trying to give you advice, maybe trying to, like, I don't know, like make you, like, you know, even that job, you know, you want to quit, and suddenly, you know, a boss gives you a raise and you just know that like it's a trap. Stuff like that. So you have to be careful now, but at the same time, I feel like you see it very clearly. You are not allowing anybody's hidden motivations in your life, no matter how long you've known them. I don't care if it's your own parents. I don't care if it's people you've known for 30 years. Anyone and everything could be, you know. And sorry guys, camera cut off, but what I was saying basically, yeah, you have to be very careful. And again, there's nothing to be afraid of. There is no power to hurt, but at the same time, like, don't be distracted by anything, basically. Now you are rising, I feel like, above whatever you couldn't see before, now you can see. And we have your happy success, but regardless, whatever is happening, I feel like for a lot of you, there's going to be a teacher figure, maybe a professional assistance person can help you with your life purpose, or maybe with your career, or maybe it's like, I'm seeing like professional assistants and teachers. So somebody here, like there's people here teaching maybe even each other. And it's going to allow you to basically, like, it's going to allow you to plan your future. So it doesn't matter, again, what situation you're in right now, what's going on, how maybe everything impossible and crazy it seems. If you trust, again, it's like my other favorite movie, freaking like Harry Potter. You know how they say, right? Help is always given at Hogwarts to those who, you know, what is it? To those who believe in it. I don't forgot the quote, but if you need something, you will be given all the resources, all the assistance. Things will align in the craziest of ways. You just have to know that you deserve to be happy. You're not here to suffer. You're not here to sacrifice yourself for anything or anyone. And you don't have to. That's the thing. A lot of people think that the only way they can, I don't know, make people around them happy, keep some kind of peace, I don't know, in the world by sacrifice. This is wrong. This is limiting beliefs that were instilled in us by religion, society, everything else. It doesn't have to be like this. When you fill your own cup, when you choose your own happiness, when you choose to follow your own higher soul, your own destiny, everything shifts, aligns, reconfigures, changes itself in ways where like you could have not seen this coming, but wow, how amazing it worked out. Like, I would never be saying this to you guys if I did not experience this, not just once, but like multiple times. The only things like in my life when it was hard for me was when I didn't trust, when I thought that oh, it has to be hard, I have to stay at this job a little longer because how will I survive or whatever, or I have to stay in this relationship because, oh my god, what if, like, no, like that always leads you into nowhere. Sacrificing yourself, keeping yourself small is the opposite of what this whole journey in this world is about. We're here to expand. We are here to follow our desires and see how things miraculously and magically align. So know that you're deserving of good things. You can be happy, you can be successful. Your life is not over, it's only starting right now, actually. And again, when you look back at some point of your life, at all these tests and challenges, you will see they were just a preparation for something so beautiful, so great. You will not even be, I feel like, upset. But this is for those of you who are going through something. Now, let's go straight into your tarot. Let's actually take just one oracle card from the Romance Angels. Passion. Ooh, and for a lot of you, there's going to be so much passion with this. I feel like full moon in Aquarius and new moon in Leo. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel like somebody's going to be swiping you off your feet. Oh my god. And yeah, and for a lot of you, there's going to be some commitment that's going to come very fast. So for some of you, if you're dating somebody, you might get engaged soon. It might be just somebody will ask you, like, to be in a relationship with them. It's going to be really beautiful because there's a lot of magnetic attraction. I feel like you have insane chemistry with someone. And for a lot of you, like I said before in previous videos, with South Node in Libra, we are letting go of relationships that have fulfilled their purpose in our lives. We are letting go of relationships that are no longer needed for our soul growth. And we are starting relationships which are like the next step of our human evolution. So we are not staying in any relationships out of fear, commitment, obligation. This is like the worst path to take. And I don't even think that those people who are still trying to hold on to such path, that they will be allowed. Like, I don't know what will happen, but they will not, I feel like, be allowed to stay there anyway. There's going to be crazy, like, divine interventions in that. Nobody's going to be, and we have to also start removing this belief that somebody's staying somewhere because of obligation. Like, I don't know, it's just something I think a lot of us also fear. We have to start seeing this world as people are choosing love, people are taking risks for love. There is no such freaking thing as star-crossed lovers or in another lifetime or wait a little. These things do not exist. They've been erased already for a long time from this earth. People just for whatever reason keep feeding that limiting belief. No such thing. You want something, you got it. You want love, you're here to experience love. Otherwise, what's the point of life on this earth? You're, again, like, people need to ingrain this in their brain that they are not here to suffer, but they're here to have everything they want. And we also have, I think, another negative belief in society, limiting belief in society, where, oh, if I get this, somebody else won't get it. No, it doesn't work like that. If you don't get what is yours, what's meant for you, no one gets anything, because you are not able to be the person who can share and who can give to others, because you are suffering. You cannot give to anyone. But if you, like, if I am rich, if I am successful, if I am in my power, I can help so many people. I can make a difference in so many people's lives, other than if I'm sacrificing, keeping myself small, keeping myself modest, whatever other bullshit people invented. Who can I help in that case? Not many people. Like, the more you rise, the more you make yourself powerful, the more you make yourself, like, the more you experience relationships you're meant to have, your love, your energy will only help others expand. And again, we all have some kind of limiting beliefs where we think that it's some kind of zero-sum game, or this guy wins, that no, everyone can win. Like, it can be a situation, we already are in this timeline, right, where everything can be so magical for everyone in this world, right? And we just have to, like, understand we are, like, not here to suffer, basically. And yeah, so basically for a lot of people, this is definitely choosing love, choosing happiness, and not sacrificing anything for anyone. First of all, no one who really loves you will ever ask you of that. That should be number one thing. It's like, it's not selfish to choose what you love. It's selfish to prevent other people from doing what they want to do. That's the only thing that's selfish. You know, when you allow people to do whatever they want to do, show up in whatever way they want to be, that's selfless. Selfish is when, like, oh, I want this, so now everyone has to dance around me. Not gonna work. Not gonna be the story. So I don't know if we need you to hear that, but we all have to follow our own purpose, our own destiny. You know, life is a mystery. Everyone stands alone. So kind of, but not really. So let's see. One more card from here. Yeah, joy and stability. And there's going to be so much joy and stability and sudden, like, realization how to make things beautiful in your life and the lives of others. I want to take a different tarot and go finally into our tarot reading. What time is it? Yeah, have another few minutes. Okay. First row is you, second row is your person. King of Pentacles, you're gonna get a lot of money. So I don't know how, but you're gonna get, like, you're gonna get in a very good position financially. You're gonna get a lot of money. Jupiter in Taurus, I feel like, is gonna bring you a lot of abundance. You could also be connecting. Maybe somebody new you're meeting could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in their chart, who can be very financially stable, is what I'm seeing here. It could be you, of course, as well. Again, Three of Wands. This card keeps showing up. If you're planning to travel somewhere, safe travels. And this is going to be a trip that I feel like is going to expand your consciousness, especially if you also have Virgo placements in your chart. If you're the Emperor, oh yeah, you are definitely like have some major masculine energy. I feel like for some of you it could be more than one person you're dealing with. We have Aries energy here too. You have very, like, if you've ever dealt with people who didn't have their life together or anything like this is no longer your story. You now have a lot of options and choices, I feel like, with people who really are not making you wait, not making you do anything, but like are showing up exactly the way you want them to, and are here to offer you anything that you need. Not like you're asking them, but I feel like, you know, if you're a god or a goddess, right, people make sacrifices for gods and goddesses. So, and they come with offerings. The Empress and the Emperor, yeah. And it's like for a lot of you, you're going to be meeting your like divine match. Maybe you already met them. Maybe you're meeting them in August. Queen of Cups, somebody who will allow you to... Okay, I'm getting a strange message, but it's like I'm seeing that you're going to meet someone who will allow you just to be in your feminine energy and not struggle with survival anymore, not be this person who is constantly drained, who constantly have to solve everybody's problems, who is constantly sacrificing. You're going to meet someone who is going to show you that it's okay for you to be the way you are. And also you're going to meet someone who is basically, you're going to meet somebody who is basically going to show you that maybe like if you used to be very caring, nurturing, like full of emotions towards others, and other people somehow were like mistreating you or abusing you, because of that people were telling you you're too much, like get off me, like I don't need your love and stuff like that. If you've experienced that, you will meet someone who is gonna take all the love you have to offer basically, you know, because maybe they needed it so much, and show you that there's never been anything wrong with you being as loving, as nurturing as you are. So you're gonna really heal, I feel like, because of that. Let's see what else. Eight of Cups, yeah. And for a lot of you, there's also going to be like a chapter closing. You're gonna walk away basically from the previous cycle of where, you know, it's like you were not fulfilled. Whatever was not fulfilling you, I feel like you will walk away from that and you will not even look back. Let's see who you're dealing with. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, like you have, like I said, you have somebody who's offering you things. Like there is definitely serious offer. And again, you don't have to be attached to one specific person necessarily. It could be just like, okay, I'm manifesting a person who can give me exactly what I want, if that's the way you see it. And they're very serious about you. Like they're not playing, basically, is what I'm seeing. Okay. But this person is worried about something. Let me see. Nine of Swords. They might be like anxious, anxiety prone, hermits, especially if they've been in some kind of isolation previously. Let me see. Ooh. Queen of Wands. So I feel like for a lot of people, you already know who the person is. It could be a person who was dealing with some kind of ending, some kind of, again, I've been seeing this Justice card as divorce, separation, end of previous contract of some sort. And I do feel like this person is offering you anything you want, but they are internally, I feel like, healing also from a lot of anxiety they had, some kind of, maybe there was a time period where they were feeling very alone, very cold, very closed off. But I feel like this is where your nurturing energy comes in, because you might be just so full of love that it doesn't matter anymore. Page of Swords, there's a lot of conversation, communication that I feel like really helping this relationship too. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands, just have fun, be like playful, be someone who just doesn't see anything as a problem. You know, like something about Scorpio energy, especially if you're also dealing with another Scorpio, is that like you can listen and you can have all the deep conversations in the world. You can, you know, talk about anything, but it's like make them smile after that. Make them like, I don't know, have fun, like fun is gonna help a lot. So that's what you're dealing with. Let's see what these cards are. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and also somebody's very scared that you're not gonna open up, or that you're gonna somehow withhold your love. And I don't know why, but let me see. Let me clarify these cards a little more. Five of Cups, because like I feel like for this person you are everything. You're like everything, literally, for this person. It's like if they're with you, nothing matters to them. They don't care about anything else in the world. They don't care like if the world ends tomorrow. As long as you're right next to them, you know, they are happy. But the thing is, like, there might be, I mean, I'm not saying it's codependent. I feel like for a lot of you, you're okay with it. I just feel like you are this person ends all or be all, and their happiness does depend on you. I know it's kind of a weird message, but I'm just getting like, if you were to reject them and choose someone over them, because you are the one who has options here, you're much more, I don't know what it means, but like you are in a position where it's easier for you to manifest anyone you want. And they basically feel that if you go towards other options, like, I don't know, it's going to be hard for them basically.